Hey everyone, this is Rachelle. Thanks for clicking on my video. I came in to do a review of Hollywood Divas. As you can see, I am in the bed. It is pretty late. I DVR'd it, so I decided to do the review as I watch the show. So what I'll do is I'll come in after I've watched a little bit and give my review to that point, and then we'll go from there. So just bear with me and I'll see you back in a little bit. Okay, I am back, and these folks are not going to worry me, especially this Malika. But we'll get to her little bougie ass in a little bit. So the show picks right up where it left off last week with Paula and Golden in the park, and they're trying to hash out, what's going on with them and try to figure out how they can get it together. Pretty much, Paula talks over everything that Golden says. I don't know how you can have a conversation with that woman, and I mean Paula, because she talks over everything that the person is saying. I couldn't even hear anything that Golden was saying, and that would be annoying. So eventually, Paula storms off. And when she's walking away, she says something like, "She is the light and devil be gone." And pretty much Golden says that that's what she always does. She acts like a child, and then she stumps off the other way. Paula stumps on over to her car, and who should be waiting there but Forrest? She gets in and proceeds to tell him about, the conversation that she had with Golden. Now, the fact that he was even there further confirms Golden's assertion that he is a pimp and she is a prostitute. Because why couldn't she go on this little meetup by herself? Now, we see that her child is in the car. Maybe they picked the child up from school or something. And she decided to meet with Golden, after they picked up the child. Now, before we go on to what happened in the car, did y'all see that she had a damn air freshener stuck to the seat? I couldn't even concentrate on what she told him because I'm thinking to myself, girl, you don't see that damn air freshener stuck to your damn seat. And how did it get there? I mean, did she want to freshen up the back of her fucking head or something? Child, look, these people ain't gonna worry me. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, maybe this was not a good idea for me to do this at night. Right now, it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So at this point, I am sleepy. I'm just a night person. And surprisingly, on the night that I decide to do this review, it's the first night that I'm actually sleepy. So let me try to get through it. I'm going to do it quick. So this delusional broad tells her version of what happened. Basically, she said she's been nothing but kind to Golden, and she's been there for her. Now, unless I missed something in the first season, I don't see all this stuff that she's talking about. She goes on to say that she's been in the business longer than all of these women, and pretty much they're just jealous of her. Now, did she forget that Countess was a child actor? And I remember Countess when she was really little being on shows. So the only ones that it's the others that she's speaking of. So she goes on to tell him what happened, and she's crying, and he's telling her, "You're too busy. You don't have time for these women. Stay on your business," and basically, I guess, just to hell with them. Now, meantime, over at Lisa, she's having a little get together. They're waiting for for Golden to get there. At her house, she has Countess and Malika. And I can tell right off again, I said this last week, that I'm not going to like Malika. I think Malika thinks that she's a little bit above these ladies, that they're a little ghetto for her. But let's get to what happens at Lisa's house. So Lisa and Countess are going to role play what's going on between Count, child, look, I'm sleepy, between Paula and Golden. And Lisa picks up a bottle and puts it up to her mouth like she's saying that Paula is an alcoholic. And pretty much they get it right because basically they just argue and then Countess gets up and storms off. Now, by this time, Golden has arrived with her little dog and she comes in and says she immediately needs a drink after the shit that she's been through with Paula. She goes on to tell them what happened, and they laugh and talk about it. And then I'm sorry, Golden tells them about an upcoming swimwear event that she's going to have, and she wants all of them, including Countess, as she turns to her, to walk in her show. She tells them a little of the details, and then while she's talking, Countess, like the other ladies, are munching on the snacks that Lisa put out. Now, I know that when Golden turns to her and says something to her, I know that Countess wants to slap the hell out of her. Golden has to remember that Countess is a grown ass woman, and you don't check what I'm putting in and out of my mouth food wise. If I'm a chunky bitch, then I'm just a chunky bitch. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about what I'm putting in my mouth. The next scene is we go to this Malika's house and she's there with her little good Judy, and she is going to be having a mani pedi in her house. She gets to telling him about the little thing that she had over at Lisa's and how she's met all of the ladies but one. Now he starts to remind her that you cannot be associated with riffraff. You have too much going on. You have a brand, really, and that you do not want these ghetto bitches to sully your brand. I was sitting there like, the only reason why we know this little bitch is because she's Khloe Kardashian's little best friend, her little chocolate best friend. Other than that, had she not been on the Kardashian show, I wouldn't have known who she was. So she's going to try to play coy and say, what do you mean when you say that they're just a little this or a little that? And he's like, you know exactly what I mean. Those bitches are ghetto. Now, I believe that Malika believes that she is above these ladies, that they are, you know, I guess on the bottom rung and she's on the top rung, which I don't even see how she could even, believe that. But that whole little scene aggravated me quite a bit. And I could tell again, I said it last week, that I don't think I'm going to like her. So let's move on from her. And then we have Countess going to her doctor to see about her throat, the raspiness in her voice. And basically he gives her an exam and he basically tells her that, due to her thyroid, all of that is a little damage and the raspiness is not going to go away. Now, this really bothered her, and she almost had me choking up when she started crying. But I like her attitude, about the whole thing. She basically says, whatever it is, I'll deal with it. I'm a person that conquers anything that is put in front of me. And I like that about Countess. I actually like Countess. On the show, let's see. I like Lisa. I do not like Malika. Golden, sometime. When she checking Paula, I like her. Paula is weird, but I like her craziness. And let's see. Okay, so it's Paula, Lisa, Golden, Malika, and Countess. Out of the five of them, I probably only like. Well, I really like Countess, and the other one too. They're all right. So I'll be back at you. I'm going to watch a little bit more. I hope I can make it because, child, between me and you, shit, I dozed off. And then I was like, oh shit, I was wondering, like, I thought I was asleep. And then I guess when I woke back, I'm like, why are all these damn lights on? And then I remembered I'm supposed to be doing this damn review, y'all. I need help. I'm getting old. I've been sick, y'all. I'm fucked up, child. But I'll be back in a minute. See you then. I'm back, y'all, and let's get this shit finished. Child, I am so sleepy. So, back to it. Countess is gonna be meeting up with Paula at her house. And it is so funny. Countess is sitting at the table and she's kind of like role playing what she's gonna say to Paula when she gets there. And I just think she's funny. I really like her. Her little banter back and forth with herself was cracking me up. So while she's doing that, the doorbell rings and it is Paula. And basically, Paula comes in and they hug a little bit. And first thing she asks is, what you got to drink? And then Countess goes to get this bottle of Hennessy. And Paula's saying she's happy. This is basically the way to her heart. They sit down and, basically they start talking. And Paula is telling Countess that of all the ladies, basically she's the only one that Paula hasn't had a problem with. And, Paula is saying that she appreciated. Now, in the meantime, with Countess being coerced by the ladies into inviting Paula to Malika's screening, she's sitting there listening to this like, wait a minute, you say that, but you forget that I have a bone to pick with you from last season, and it's all about that witches little project. But before I get into that, when Paula came in and she went to hug Countess, did she have a damn burrito in her hand? Y'all, this shit might be because I'm sleepy and I'm hallucinating, but I swear when she put her arms around her, I said, that bitch got a burrito in her fucking hand. It might not have been a burrito, but I swear to God, it looked like she had a fucking burrito. I think I'm slap happy, man. I've been up, oh my God, probably like 14 hours. The bitch had a burrito. I know y'all gonna put it down in the comments and be like, Rachelle, that wasn't no damn burrito. But I say she had a burrito and she wanted to drink a Hennessy to wash it down. That was a damn burrito, y'all. So they sit at the table and Countess brings up that witches project, that she said that Paula stole from her. Now, Paula kind of deflected because I don't remember if she ever answered the question. She just started talking around in circles like she does, going back to the Countess was the only one that she didn't have a problem with. And, basically talking about that she wants to get along with the other ladies, blah, blah, blah. Because again, I don't remember if she ever actually answered the question that Countess had about, why did you lie about, the project? You did steal it from me. Now, I guess Countess is trying to kind of make nice, so she actually asked Paula to direct her video. And Paula is very appreciative, and I think she's a little flattered that Countess would even ask her. She goes over and gives Countess a hug and a kiss and pretty much gives her a lap dance while she's at it. And then they just hug it out and that's pretty much the end of the scene. But Countess is funny because Countess sees through her bullshit and as she says, she gets the crazy bitch. And I just thought their little scene, ended, I guess, rather nicely because she goes home with the door prize. Paula goes home with the door prize, her little bottle of Hennessy. That shit was funny. So everything that they're accusing her of, she walks right in and plays right into it with that bottle of Hennessy. Um, Lisa had already, turned up her bottle, her fake bottle, her bottle at her thing, just saying that this girl was a damn alcoholic, and then she comes right in and asks for a drink. Now the next scene is Malika's little event. Now, what I have forgot to mention before is not only did her little friend Dorian, I think that's his name, talk about the caliber and of this new riffraff in her life. He also basically said these was some old bitches, and he can't believe she hanging with them. But this girl trying to up her career. She's on this show for some airtime. So, he's talking shit because she needs to be on here just like they are. And then at this little event, Golden is coming. And then when Golden comes in, he like kind of shades her too. He like talks about, kind of talks about her age and what is she doing down in this neighborhood. And Golden comes in with a good attitude and she's trying to hug everybody and just be really friendly. And he comes up immediately, and starts asking her those questions. And basically, Golden, she can do it. She said, I know how to be at the top of the game and I know how to be down here with you. And she pretty much caught what Dorian was doing, but her being an old seasoned pro, she played it off and played nice at the little event. She was there because she was asked to be there, and she was just trying to get in where she fits in. She was just trying to be nice. And this little bastard, which later on, in the next episodes, I realize he may not be a little Judy, but let's get to it when we get to that part. Now, the next scene is Countess and Ray J, and she meets him at a little store. They're supposed to be going to have something to eat. Now, Ray J is in there, this fool too. He's in there trying on clothes. This man ain't went in dressing room first. He there in his tidy whities, trying on shirts, pants, and now Countess is like, this is my little bruh. I do not want to see all of his belongings. He don't give a damn. Ray J tried to put on the scene too, so he done tried on t-shirts and pants, and she's trying to have a conversation with him, and she has to look away. Y'all know how it is when you maybe didn't know your brother was in the bathroom and you bust in, he's standing there naked, and you like, oh my God, you looking away because you feel funny watching him, seeing him undressed. So she talks about, the relationship she had with Brandy when they were younger and they were on the Moesha show, and said that she had reached out to Brandy, to let her know we were basically young and whatever differences we had or any issues that we had back then, it's over. We're older now because I think there were some rumors um, that there were some problems between them. Brandy was the star, but if I remember correctly, whenever Countess had a scene, she pretty much stole the scene, and I think there was just some little problems between them. You know how it is on shows when it's like an ensemble cast like that. A lot of the people on the show might think, well, she's the star, but I'm actually bringing in the laughs. And basically, Countess was saying, whatever we had, I want to squash it. This girl I've been knowing for quite some time, and I just want our friendship back. Now they talk on a little bit, and then Countess tells Ray J about, her trip to the doctor and how her thyroid has affected her voice, but she does want to sing. And they get to talking about she can do it, and then they get into maybe him producing her music. And Ray J is all on board. He said, let's make some money. And that was the end of their little scene. Those two go a long way back, and you know, I guess because he was Brandy's little brother, I guess for Countess it feels like he's her little brother too. Now, in the next scene, it's Malika's screening of the movie that she's in. Now, Countess has invited Paula to come. She did that when Paula came over to her house that day. I forgot to mention that. But Countess invited, Paula to this event. But Countess is unable to come, according to the ladies, because her father is sick. Now, Golden was like she wished she had a sick relative so she didn't have to be there, so she didn't have to run into Paula. And they stand there and discuss Paula and, basically wondering, is she coming? Now, right off to the side, Dorian again is talking to Malika about this new group of friends, and he's making it seem like she's hanging out with the cast of the Bad Girls Club or something. These, regardless to whatever he feels, these women know how to conduct themselves, and I'm getting a little tired of him acting like that she's some Princess of America or something. This bitch is average to me. And then hell, he talking about them, but she around them damn fucking free fucking Kardashians and all the drama that is them. They not like the highest class of people, so he needs to get off of that because it's working my nerves. And again, I'm gonna say it again, y'all. I can't stand this damn Malika and her little friend Dorian or whatever the hell his name is, and him and her stand there and she tell him about what the ladies told her about the dynamic between Paula and Forrest, and how the ladies say that Forrest is a bit controlling, and basically how they go everywhere. And this Dorian was like, well, whatever's going on with him, I'll tell you this, if he comes in here any kind of way and blah blah blah, what all he'll do. Now, I don't like Forrest, but I think if that boy stepped to him, Forrest would fuck him up in there and there would be no screening that day. I just don't like her and her friend. I mean, whatever. And then Lisa and the other ladies are out and they're discussing, you know, Paula and the whole situation. And then in walked these bruhs. And they were kind of cute. And you could tell Lisa was digging the one. And later on, you saw in the episode, the next episode, she actually goes out on a date with him. So she was definitely digging him. But back to this episode. So these bruhs walk in, and Lisa is like, woo, all giggly and shy. And basically, Golden says that she's going to have to give Lisa some pointers because Lisa done lost her edge. And I think that's just Lisa's little style because basically she was a little flirty. She told him that I forgot who the singer was that she said he looked like, but she was a little flirty. But I think Lisa has her way. She's pretty, so it's not like men ain't been hollering at her for years. So Lisa, get it together. She don't need Golden help. I mean, it was nice of Golden to offer, but evidently Lisa got it together. Now, around this time, Forrest and Paula arrive. And they walk in, and Malika is right there. And Paula is real friendly. And Malika is like, well, she doesn't come off crazy. They seem like an okay couple. And then Forrest walks off, but Paula stands there and talks to Malika. And Malika basically tells her that the ladies have told her a couple things about her. And I guess she was a little reluctant or, wonder what this meeting was going to be like. But so far, so good. She likes her. Now, in the meantime, Forrest walks on out to where the other ladies are. And he brings up, what Paula told him that Golden said. Now, right when he walks up, they say, should we shake or should we, hug? And he says, well, after we talk, then I guess for now, we'll just shake. Because after you talk, I guess he figured, they would be mad at him. So again, he brought up what his wife told him that Golden said, and Golden kind of backpedaled. She said that basically she was telling Paula that these two, Paula and Forrest, feed off the antics of the other. And Forrest says that it wasn't antics, that basically what that is love, meaning that, you know, when she needs me, I'm there, and when I need her, she's there. Now, while they're talking, because I really thought, you know, because they kind of got riled up for a minute there, I thought that they were gonna, you know, end up in a big argument and shutting down Malika's little screening. But, you know, they were escalating, but right as they were about to go there, then in walks Malika and Paula. Now, as soon as they walked in, they kind of, you know, brought it down a little bit. And Paula says, you know, people are talking about you when you're standing out in the hall, but when you walk in, you know, they kind of pipe down. But I think they were just doing it. It wasn't that they were intimidated by Paula or anything. They were doing it out of respect for Malika. They didn't want to shut down her little event. So, you know, Paula had walked in and, you know, she says, I'm here to support. I love you ladies. I know I haven't been around, but we need to get back to the way we were, which I don't know what she's talking about because basically from the beginning, you know, she's always had a problem with the one or the other. And then they still have issues with her because of some of the things that were said and done at the reunion show. So even though they are not feeling all this hugging and kumbaya that Paula wants to do for the sake of Malika, they basically all say, you know, this is not the time and the place, but we're going to address this. So they decide to hug it out and, you know, just kind of sit there and enjoy what they were there for, but they're gonna, like I said, handle this at another time. And then y'all think it was funny when Lisa said that she guessed it was the wig that Paula had on, and that's why she came in and acted normal and cordial and all that. And you know, one thing I'll say about Lisa, she will give Paula the benefit of the doubt. Because remember last season, even when everybody else wasn't rolling with Paula, Lisa was still trying to hang in there. And I think that's why Lisa was so mad at that reunion show when, you know, Paula was saying all those things. And, you know, I'm just curious to see how this is all going to play out because Paula, it's like she starts shit and then, you know, she backpedals like, oh, I don't know why they're angry at me. She goes around and runs her mouth, or she'll get information from this person and take it to that person, and then take it to that person. She keeps a lot of shit started, shit going, and then when it starts, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I had no part of this. You bitches are just trying to pull me in this because you're jealous of me. And this whole jealousy thing, now, I'm trying to think of the movies. Now, I know she played in the movie with Terrence Howard, where she played the prostitute. And I know she played in Why Do Fools? Well, you know what? She has had, now that I think about it, she has been in a lot of movies. And actually, she is a good actress. She's just a crazy bitch in her personal life. So y'all, that was pretty much the show, and with Lisa going on this date next week, I'm kind of looking forward to this. And this time, y'all, even though, child, I'm about to pass out here, I had to put some notes in my phone. Even though I'm sitting here watching the shit, I still, child, I'm telling y'all, I'm sleepy. I still couldn't remember everything, and I probably got some shit wrong. If I did, I'm sorry. Thanks for rolling with me with the video. I am about to take my ass to sleep. Now watch, soon as I cut off this camera, watch, I'll be laying here looking at the ceiling. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.